Hello everyone, Catweazle here. Welcome back to Eldritch Horror and Yog-Sothoth Turn 5. Okay, here we are. First player is going to be Ursula Downs. She's cursed, which is a bit of a problem. And what we've got to do is we've got to close the gate. We've got to sort some stuff out for Daisy to do. And Charlie's got a big turn because he's got to go back to London all tooled up. So without further ado, let's move into the action phase. And here we are in Rome with Ursula and with Charlie. First thing Ursula's going to do is Ursula is going to trade with Charlie. And she's going to give him the Holy Spear and the Syndicate Agent, because he's going to need those to fight the epic monster. In return, Charlie is going to give her prayer. We'll see why in a moment. She's also going to give him 2 of her 3 clues, just in case he needs them. And that's it for her first action, which is the trade action. Then she's going to rest. Now, she can't recover any health or sanity, but by resting, when you perform a rest action, you may beseech a higher power for assistance and test will. Now, it's going to be a bit tricky because obviously she's cursed. So the will is 3. So we get 3 cursed dice. Let's see if she can get a 6. Unfortunately not. But hopefully we'll be able to get rid of that curse. We'll keep her in Rome. I don't know why, but I have a feeling, because it's Rome and the Vatican and stuff like that, I have a feeling we may get a chance of lifting the curse. So we'll just keep her there. There wasn't much else we could do with her being cursed anyway. It'd have been exactly the same if we'd started rolling for assets or anything like that. And as I say, I didn't want to move her because I want to give her the best chance of not being cursed. And for no better reason than it's Rome, I just think she's got a chance. So that was it for Ursula's actions. Next is Daisy Walker, and she's in Istanbul. Now, what she's going to do is she's going to, first of all, she's going to do a local action. And that's to get rid of her debt condition. So she's got a test influence. And her influence is now 4. She's got 4 blessed dice. She's also blessed. Four 6s. Oh, dear me. Why couldn't... Didn't matter what sort of dice they bloody were. Any colour dice, and she'd have succeeded there. Yep, so she's got rid of a debt condition. So that's goodbye to that. And what's she going to do for a second action? Well, for a second action, she could do conjuration. So test law +1, which would be 6 dice. If you pass, you gain 1 item or trinket asset from the reserve with a value equal to or less than your test result. Now, having got 4 6s, I don't think we're going to do that again. And the only item that's in the asset reserve is the ley line ones, and I'd need 4 successes. And I don't think I'd quite manage that. So, what we'll do is we won't do that, and we won't do arcane insight either. We will just do a normal asset roll. So, normal asset roll, and she gets 2 6s. I don't think she has any re-rolls, and there's nothing else for... Nope, so she got 2 successes there. And let's go down to the asset reserve and have a look at what she can buy. Okay, here we are. So, specialised training is good, but we'd have to really have the wireless report with it, and that means you've got to use it immediately, and she hasn't got any clues to use immediately. So we'll leave that where it is. So I think we'll use the expedition guide which is an ally. When you spend a focus to re-roll a die when resolving an observation or strength test, you may re-roll up to 2 dice instead. So we'll use this. So because it's a re-roll, it should be quite useful. So we need to replace that asset. Let's see what comes up. Search the archives, another 2 cost. When you gain this card, immediately gain 1 random tome asset from the deck, then discard this card. Right, we'll put that there. Okay. Right, next up will be Charlie Kane, so let's head on up to Rome. And here we are with Charlie. What's he going to do? Well, first of all, he's going to try and get rid of his deck condition as well. He could roll for assets, but let's get rid of this deck condition. As I say, I'm fully expecting a reckoning to be coming up. Last 2 Mythos phases we haven't got one. It's virtually guaranteed we're going to get one. So let's try and get rid of this deck condition. So, test influence, he's got 5 blessed dice and a re-roll, should he need it. And he gets 4 successes. So that means he gets rid of the deck condition, which is good. And then next up, he shall spend his last action on the movement. So he is moving to London to get ready to take on the epic monster in the British Museum. Okay, so that's it for Charlie. Let's move across to Shanghai and to Jacqueline Fine. And here we are with Jacqueline. First thing she's going to do is she's going to move to Tokyo. Straight away into Tokyo. And with a second action, she's actually going to use Poison Mist, which is a ritual. So she's going to do a ritual upon arriving in Tokyo. She's going to test Law +1, which will give her 5 dice. But you may also gain +1 with the Ritual Dagger when resolving a spell effect. So she'll get 6 dice. But unfortunately, they're not blessed. Get 6 normal dice. Let's see what she can do. Let's get that so where we can see it. Jacqueline. Oh my god! 6 dice and not a single success. Would you Adam and Eve it? Well, she does have... Does she have any re-rolls? Yes, she has the lucky ring. I suppose we're going to have to use it. She's got the... Oh no, we're not going to use the lucky ring. We're going to use one of her clue tokens first. That's rubbish. And we're going to use the last clue token. Oh, dear me. Well, that's just crap. No successes. The mist hungers for your life force. Discard this card unless you lose 2 health. Oh, she's only got 4 health. I don't want to be hanging around on 2 health. Oh no, I'm going to lose 2 health. But what I'm also going to do is cast Flesh Ward. Once per round, when an investigator would lose health, she would lose health, she may test her law. And her law is 4. And let's see if she can get away with it. Or just roll a load of bloody 4s. A 6, thank God. Well, that didn't go to plan. In fact, I go as far to say that was cobblers. But we've managed to make it a no-loss action. It was like not having an action at all. And we didn't use our lucky ring. But we did lose 2 clues. So get rid of those. Load of rubbish that was. And oh, she'll have to roll a bit better when she's actually facing the deep one in the encounter phase. Talking of the encounter phase, that's up next. So let's move back to Rome and to Ursula Downs. And here we are with Ursula Downs in Rome. So let's get the Orange Europe deck. Flip it over. A raggedy looking man offers to trade an old coin for one of your belongings. He claims that throwing the coin into the Trevi fountain will ensure you will safely return to Rome. You may discard one item possession. If you discard the possession, the knowledge strengthens your resolve, improve will. Well, no, not going to do it. If it had been for a condition, you know, getting rid of condition, I might have done it to get rid of being cursed, but as it is, it's as if. Rubbish encounter. No help to us whatsoever. I don't want to lose the Satchel of the Void, I don't want to lose the 45 automatics, and I don't want to lose the prayer. In fact, I probably couldn't get rid of the Satchel of the Void anyway. Is it an item? Oh yes it is, but I'm not getting rid of a magical item. Right, so she's still cursed. Rubbish. Next up is Daisy Miller. She's still in Istanbul. Istanbul. You defend a young scribe being attacked by an angry mob. Strength test. Well, at least she's blessed. Her strength is 1. And it's just a strength test too. So it's not combat. So is there anything that increases strength? No. No. Unfortunately not. A 3 is not good enough. A fail. This is looking like another bad turn. If you fail, the mob beats you quite badly. Lose 1 health and gain an internal injury condition. Internal injury. Must be here in the... Right, so... head injury, internal injury condition, and on a reckoning, which we're probably going to get this turn. Brilliant. And... loses 1 health, so she's down to 4 health. Bob. Right, that's it for Daisy. And let's see if Charlie can have a bit more luck in London. I hope so, considering what he's trying to do. Right, so Charlie is fighting a monster. So let's have a look. First of all, he needs a will check. And he needs 2 successes. His will is 3, so he gets 3 blessed dice. And 3 passes, so no problem there. Doesn't lose any sanity whatsoever. He steeled himself up for it. He gets a strength -1 test, and he needs 3 successes to avoid losing any health. So what's he got? He's got 2 strength plus the Holy Spear, which is 6 dice, and he's got a re-roll with the Syndicate Agent. That rolled out. Right, well, we've got 3 successes, so that's good. He's got 3 successes there. Now, is he going to re-roll? Yep. He's going to re-roll 2 of these dice with the 2 clues that he was given by Ursula Downs. Discard those. See if you can get 2 more onto the epic. He gets 1 more on the epic. So that is 4 damage on the epic monster. He doesn't lose anything, but he can't do anything else this turn because he wasn't able to defeat the monster. But the Holy Spear has put a hurting on it, so that's not too bad. Right, let's move over to Tokyo and see if Jacqueline can roll any better than she has been. Here's Jacqueline, and obviously she's taking on the deep one. So a will test Again, we've got to get 2 successes to avoid losing any sanity. Her will is 3, so she gets 3 dice. And she gets 2 successes, so we avoid losing any sanity. And then she's got a strength -1 test, which she only needs to get 1 success to avoid losing any health. And it's got 2 toughness. So strength -1. She's got a strength of 1. -1 goes to 0. She's got the ritual dagger. So she gets +2, so that's 2 dice. And she's got a re-roll with a lucky ring. But because poison mist didn't bloody work, we're in big trouble now. Come on. Oh, 2 4s. Fail. 1 re-roll. Another 4. Well, we've been alright if it'd been 4s or she'd been blessed. But she's lost her health, so she's down to 3 health. The deep one isn't affected at all. If we get a reckoning, she'll lose her sanity, and she's also on the Tokyo gate that she can't shut. So, it's just appalling. So, if there's a reckoning, she's on a gate that isn't shut. Obviously, Yog-Sothoth reckoning comes into play, and we'll have to move Doom by 1, I think. Is that what we have to do? Yeah, unless we discard a spell. I don't fancy discarding any of her spells either, though she seemingly can't cast any. Right, so that's it for the encounter phase. So let's find out what the worst news is with the Mythos phase. And here we are at the Mythos phase. Right. Oh, what surprise, a reckoning. Right, move Doom. Sorry, the Omen track. That goes on to a green comet. We've got no green comet gates, thankfully. Then we've got a reckoning. Right, first of all, it's monsters. Fortunately, the epic doesn't have any. But the deep one does. Each investigator on this space loses 1 sanity. So Jacqueline's down to 4 sanity. So that's it for... Oh, and the witch. Each investigator has a curse condition, loses 1 health. So that's 1 health off Ursula. But she's still got 5 left, so that's not too bad. After that, I believe it is... Is it the ancient one? It is. Each investigator on a space advances Doom by 1. She's not discarding a spell, so the Doom goes down to 11. Then it's Mythos cards. So we lose an Eldritch token off here. But we've still got 3 left. So that's not as bad as it might have been. After the Mythos card, it is possessions and conditions. Right, do possessions first. Anybody got any possessions? Possessions. Right, the only person with a possession is the conspiracy theorist that Jacqueline Fine has. So on a reckoning, roll 1 die. On a 4, 5 or 6. I bet we don't get a 4 now. No, we get a 5, which would have been useful earlier on. So we gain a clue. So at least something good has come out of Jacqueline's roll in this turn. She's got a clue. Is she going to fling that anywhere? No, it's an action. So that's all the possessions done. Now we're on conditions. First player is Ursula, so she's got this cursed condition. So she's got to roll a red dice, and she's got to get a 4, 5 or 6. Fortunately, it's not 6 only, but a 2, don't get rid of it. Well, that's a blow. Not been a lucky turn at all. Right, I've got the internal injury for Daisy. Test strength. Oh, she's only got one. At least she's blessed. 2, fails it. How did I know that was going to happen? Right, let's flip this over, see the bad news. Excruciating pain. The pain rises to a crescendo, knocking you off your feet. When you finally regain consciousness, the floor is covered in blood, lose 3 health. That's all she's got. She's only got 3 health, so she's dead. She is dead. Due to some horrendous rolling that she's been doing. But that's the breaks, I'm afraid. Right, so at least we don't have to do a blessed condition goes back. Keeps her spells. Improvements go back. And all the rest of the stuff she keeps. Right, so at the end of the mythos I'll roll for a new character. So that's Daisy done. And next up is Charlie. All Charlie has to roll for is his blessed condition. Roll 1 die. A 4, that's fine, he keeps his blessed condition. We just thought Charlie'd have been the fighter of the team. And nobody else has got a condition that hasn't been rolled for. Right, so that was a particularly bad mythos phase, and it isn't even finished. We get a gate. London. Yeah, brilliant. Just what we needed. So, as mentioned, I am going away on holes, so this might be doing us a bit of a favour by kicking my ass before I go, and then I don't have to leave it set up. So, there's a gate on London. Along with everything else that's on London. And of course, we get another monster. That can go on London as well. What have we got? A Proto-Shoggoth. That sounds easy. No, it isn't. So, look, Charlie, one of the worst combat models in the entire game, is going to be fighting all these monsters. Horrible will test, bad strength test, 3 toughness, and it's got a reckoning effect. Okay, put that on there. Is that done? The police find you trembling on the floor of your hotel. You can't hear them asking where you are hurt, so they want to know where all the blood came from. Well, this is obviously Daisy. But even after all you have done, all you can think about is your insatiable hunger, ravenous hunger. The lead investigator gains a hunger condition, then he discards 1 ally asset and loses 2 sanity. Oh, right. Poor old Ursula. So, has she got an ally? No, she doesn't have an ally, it's a tough. We got rid of it, fortunately, gave it to Charlie. She does get a hunger condition and she does lose 2 sanity, so she's down to 4 sanity now. What a crap turn! So, why is hunger a madness condition? Well, never mind. Okay, hallucinations, paranoia, hallucinations, paranoia, hallucinations, amnesia, hunger. When you perform a rest action, you cannot recover sanity. Roll 1 die. On a 4, 5 or 6, discard this card. So she's just going to have to rest and try and get rid of that. But what's the point? She's cursed. Oh no. No, it is alright. It says on a 4, 5 or 6. So it doesn't matter whether she's cursed or not. The card takes precedence and it says 4, 5 or 6. So she can rest. Okay, so that's not as bad as it first appeared. Right, so that's the end of the mythos phase. Yes, that was a rubbish turn. The only good thing about that turn is Charlie managed to put 4 wounds onto the epic monster. But other than that, Jacqueline was rubbish, just totally rubbish. She should have killed that deep one. That was just bad rolling. Daisy was, I suppose she was a bit unlucky, but again, rubbish rolling, so she's gone. And Ursula is not the luckiest person in the world anyway. I am glad though that she was lead investigator, because it did mean she had got rid of her ally. That worked out pretty well. So we didn't lose an ally, and she had plenty of sanity. And why not gain a hunger condition while she's at it? She's not going to be going anywhere, I don't think, next turn with her being cursed. So we may as well try and get rid of that hunger condition. Right. Won't be a second. Let's find out who our third new investigator. Oh, because she's got what I forgot last time. Don't want to do it again. We're down to 10 doom now. Obviously, poor old Daisy, Foxy Daisy, didn't even move out of Istanbul, and she's bit the dust. She's in Istanbul hospital. Blah, 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 blah. And right, let's just find out who her replacement is going to be. Tommy's in here somewhere. Obviously, if we get Tommy, he's not going to come back from the grave. We'll just pick again. Right. Whoop. Right, who's on the back? Oh, we've got Lola Hayes again. So, the actress, spend any number of improvement tokens and improve one skill of your choice. For each token spent, a +2 token counts as 2 tokens. It basically means she can move her improvement around, very, very much like Arkham Horror, where you can change where her focus was. Once per round, an investigator on your space may roll 1 additional die when resolving a test. I've played so many rolls, madness is to be expected. 5 health, 7 sanity, not bad. Law, average. Influence, excellent. Observation average, strength average, and will above average. That's not too bad. She starts in Tokyo, so at least she's right next to Jacqueline Fine to start with. She's got a Derringer, which I think is a reroll, and she gets to improve one skill of her choice. I think she'll improve influence, probably. Let's get somebody else getting a load of assets in. Around the world, Lola has performed dramatic roles for sold-out houses. However, after being cast in the controversial play The King in Yellow, Lola needed to take some time to recover from her exhaustion. Now that she has checked herself out of the asylum, she's ready for her big comeback. But this time she'll play a different role in the fight against the horrors that threaten this world. She started by travelling to Tokyo to track down the only other surviving cast member of her previous theatrical endeavour. Okay, right, I'll set up Lola. And then when we do the turn review, we can have a look at just what she looks like. Okay, catch y'all later. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the turn review. Well, the turn review's very easy, it was rubbish. As I say, we got 4 wounds on Rantagoth, and that's it. Lost Daisy, unfortunately, and we now got Lola. Fortunately, the Derringer was in the asset deck, so we've been able to pull that out, and we've increased her to her influence +1. More bad news on Daisy, because she was actually injured. It was a health. She didn't go insane. It means we can't send the doom back when we send somebody to visit her. So that's par for the course. In every single investigator that I've lost up to now, we haven't been able to take the doom back or have an opportunity to do so. That's going to be problematic as well. The only person I can really send there to have a chat with her is Ursula Downs, and Ursula Downs is cursed. You get a benefit normally if you pass something, whether it be the doom or something else. I'm not sure what it is with Daisy. Let's have a look. Oh, you get a tome artifact. I might send Ursula there anyway. She's got nothing else to do, and at the very least she will pick up all the stuff. But unfortunately she'll have to roll while cursed. But c'est la vie. I've moved the first player token. I've given it to Jacqueline Fine. Jacqueline Fine's going to try Poison Mist again and see if she can do a better job of it this time. Hopefully she will manage to kill the deep one, or at least get a wound on it. We'll see. Perhaps I'll move Lola down to try and kill the witch. She might get a ship ticket and just zoom down to Sydney and try and kill the witch. I might do it that way round. I don't think it really matters which way, but we'll see. Right, Charlie had a good turn. Charlie did really well, getting four wounds onto the epic monster. Hopefully he'll be able to polish that off next turn. He's still blessed, fortunately, and he's still got his Holy Spear to try and deal with the Proto-Shoggoth that's turned up. Again, that was another bit of bad news. What happens? We get a gate right on London. So before we can even get rid of that gate, we need to kill 2 monsters. So again, this is what happens. We're going to end up treading water. We're not going to pick up a clue next turn. And it's another turn where we're not getting anything off the mystery. And the longer that you go not doing anything off the mystery, the longer you are giving the game just to do something like it did last turn, which is like give you an extra gate and an extra monster, or whatever it may be, or another rumour, or whatever. That's why you've really got to crack on with the mysteries if you can. But what happens is you get into situations whereby you can't extricate yourself to actually get on with doing the mysteries because it throws too much crap at you, or puts the clues in really awkward to get places, or puts a load of monsters, as in the case of London, where the clue is, which makes it really difficult to get the research clue. So basically this turn has just made it more complicated for solving mysteries again. So right, what are we going to do? Well, all is far from lost, but it's just getting more awkward. Jacqueline will be going first next turn, so she is going to cast Poison Mist as an action, and this time she is definitely going to try and kill that deep one. If she does kill the deep one, then I think she will stay where she is. If she kills the deep one, she will stay where she is and try and close the gate. I think that'll be the plan. Should she not kill the deep one, I'll have a think. But again, for the sake of making it easy, she might still stay. She might still stay there, or she may. No, actually, she will move. If she doesn't kill the deep one, she will move to Sydney because she's only got 1 strength and that ritual dagger. Lola would have a better chance if she fails, so Lola may as well stay there and try and kill the deep one, and Jacqueline will go to Sydney and try and kill the witch. But if she passes on the Poison Mist, she will stay in Tokyo and try and close the gate. Ursula Downs, she'll go to Istanbul. She may as well. I don't think we'll get the tome or whatever off Daisy because Ursula's cursed, but you never know. Might get a lucky roll, and but she'll pick up all the spells and everything that she's got. So at least we won't have lost all those. She might try and rest as well. Yeah, she moves to Istanbul and then rests, see if she can get rid of the hunger condition, and we might even get something on the prayer. We might get an Eldritch token on the prayer that way. Again, probably not because we're cursed, so we're going to have a really difficult roll there. Lola Hayes, depending on how Jacqueline does. If Jacqueline kills the deep one, I think Lola's going to go down to Sydney and go and try and kill the witch. If Lola doesn't kill the deep one, if Jacqueline doesn't kill the deep one, then I think Lola's going to stay in Tokyo and try and kill the deep one. I'd like to get rid of it. And we'll send Jacqueline down to Sydney. Lastly, Charlie. What's Charlie going to do? Well, let's get rid of this epic and this rumour. We've only got to get 2 more. He's still blessed. He's still got the Holy Spear. He's still got the Syndicate Agent. So hopefully we'll be able to kill the epic monster next turn and have a go at killing the Proto-Shoggoth as well. During his action phase, he may as well roll for he may as well roll for assets and see what he gets. And he can give an action away because it's no use him resting. I don't see any point in him picking up like a travel ticket. So or a focus particularly. What he'll do is he'll give one of his actions away, I think, and I'll have a think who best to give it to in the interim. Right, thanks very much for watching. As always, thanks very much for all the views and all the comments and all the subscriptions. They're very much appreciated. Keep those ideas coming in if you've got any. And that's it for turn 4 of Eldritch Horror, Yog-Sothoth. While I'm away, I have mentioned that I'm going away, I'm going on holiday. There are a couple of really good Eldritch Horror playthroughs going on right at the moment. The Kalismar, the Lonesome Gamer, he's doing one. Again, the Strange Remnants that's just come out, he's doing the Strange Remnants playthrough for Eldritch Horror. And also the Vitruvian Gamer is doing one, another Strange Remnants one that's going on at the moment. So they can see to your Eldritch Horror needs if I don't manage to finish this game before I go away. I go away next Tuesday, so if it's not finished by Monday night, you're going to have to wait two whole weeks for the conclusion. But let's see if I manage to get it finished. Okay, right-o. That's it for me, Catweazle. I shall now sign off. Toodaloo.